take my time, and like in the moment, I usually don't want to talk about it,
Right.
and be like, "Yo, give me a little time" or whatever. But just know that I'm calming down, getting myself, because I don't want to have to, I don't want to do a Will Smith. Well, not hit you,
Yeah,
not
you
hit
see
you.
that? He's abusive.
Don't say that. I have never hit her for the record. All right.
That's definitely a good thing. And also just showing emotions where before, my emotions was my emotion and you didn't give a damn about them. But now you take in consideration, okay, I see her view, or, you know, but at the same time, I talk more, I'll let I try to think about it before I speak it because it never comes out right when I speak it before thinking, so just telling you how I feel about a certain situation, and then you get my point of view, or and then saying, well, babe, I'm sorry, and so I do like that, but yeah, overall you have changed. I'm proud of you and I love you, so and I'm glad that our relationship is going good. Not that we do argue, we do have conflict, but hey, it is what it is and we build from it.
Because you know, sometimes you just don't have to say something, or you can just leave it where it's at, or whatever the case, and not try to, you know, win the argument, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak, I guess. And I've learned to do that more. Um, so that helps. Um, and yeah, the communication part of it, just being willing to talk about it. I
Mm-hmm.
still, I and because I take my time, and like in the moment, I usually don't want to talk about it,
Right.
and be like, "Yo, give me a little time" or whatever. But just know that I'm calming down, getting myself, because I don't want to have to, I don't want to do a Will Smith. Well, not hit you,
Yeah,
not
you see
hit you.
that? He's abusive.
Don't say that. I have never hit her for the record. All right. But like what I'm talking about is acting from emotion. You know what
Right.
I'm saying, and just going off emotion. Like, I don't know. I
I
think
get,
you
I
do
get
that
that.
kind
I
of,
do that. I was
Yeah, I
gonna
was
say
going.
I do that. I act on emotions instead of just, calming myself down and then approaching you. I just get mad at that moment, and then I tell you how I feel, and then you kind of like, okay, I'm not talking about this right now, and then I have to go back and get my thoughts together, and then present them in a correct manner, and then, we come together and we talk about it. But I do. That's something that I told you that I need to work on, or that I have been working on, is my emotions, because my emotions will take over, and once my emotions take over, everything is just history.
Yeah, that's females. That's women.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
cause let's you remember the time we was going to the Titans game.
Yeah. He,
What? Go
he,
ahead.
he left me to walk across the street by myself when he always hold my hand, make sure I get across the street. He was just mad. But anyway, go ahead and tell me the
Nah,
story.
so but why though? Now I'll let you. I've been talking enough. You tell you. I want to hear
Well,
what
this
you
is
got to
this
say.
is
How
the
it happened.
situation. Okay, so he was writing a newsletter, or something for his business, for Worthy of the Crown, and so he was asking me to read it. And so I was just giving him my take on the writing. I was letting him know, I think you need to change this. You need to word it different or whatever. I can't remember what I said, but I guess it wasn't the correct wording for what I said. But anyway, so he like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm like, well, okay, don't ask me. If you don't see anything wrong with it, then why are you asking me? And I just felt some type of way, being that I am in school. I do write papers weekly. I just felt some type of way, like I was just a dummy, or whatnot. And so after that, it was like silence. Like we went to the Titans game. He said he wasn't gonna go. We went to a preseason game. He just left me, just left me walking by myself, crossing the street. He is always holding my hand, making sure I get across the street, because people can drive crazy. He did not care at all.
Okay. So I'm gonna give my well. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So my thing was, what made me mad was when you was like, well, don't ask me. And you said it like, yeah, that's how you said it. So another thing that I get, that, I always tell you that I don't like that you do, is you add emotions to stuff that's not there. Like you like just now when you was like, well, don't ask me. I was not like that. I was you said I was writing a letter and you suggested some changes, and I was like, no, whatever it was, I wasn't gonna use it. I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, and you was like, well, don't ask me. And I'm like, what? Like, that's what this is. Like, I ask you your suggestions. I don't have to take them. Like,
Right.
this is what
I
it
mean, I
is.
get it, but I'm just saying,
Like,
I'm telling you, hey, it's not, it wasn't formulated right. And then, like
okay.
I said, you was like, well, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I didn't see that
So,
whole head. I
I
wasn't
mean,
all
it's
like
just,
that.
but from a female perspective, in my mind, that's how it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't. I was just
Um,
told you, like,
and
nah,
so,
I'm good. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. Like, and you went like, well, don't ask me no more. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, all right, I won't ask you no more. You ain't got to worry about me saying nothing else to you then. Like, yo,
and
just
then
go
my
ahead.
whole thing is, okay, of course, like I said, the not, walking me across the road and all that. I'm thinking, okay, so anytime you get mad or we have a conflict, are you just gonna leave me for the wolves? And that was my main concern. Like, if something was
Yeah, I mean,
attacking me, you just gonna leave me because you
nah, I
got a
mean,
conflict?
nah. Well, that wouldn't happen if something happened. I would be there for you, type of thing. But like, yeah, I didn't want to be around you. I was like, but you had the tickets, I was like, yeah, I didn't care. Like, the, if I don't want to do something, like if I pay some money for something and I don't want to do it, like, okay, I just burn the money. Like, that's how I feel. Like, okay, whatever, I give it to somebody else, or I just won't go, or whatever. Like, I'm
But
not
it's
I'm not
crazy.
tied to
It's
it like
crazy
that.
because I mean, you talk about my emotions that took over, but at the same time, you had a little bit of emotions too because you wasn't going to the game.
Nah,
You acted funky.
cause like you
You
was
acted
on
like
some
an
other.
ass, so you had some emotions
Yeah,
too.
but yeah, you right. But I was like, yo, I don't want to be around. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you didn't kill my whole vibe. Like, for some, I asked you to give me a suggestion. I didn't like your suggestion, and then you went all off. But I did end up changing
You
it
did,
anyway.
and sending it to me, and I was like, okay, that sounds
Yeah, because I
better.
went through and looked at it some more, and I was like, okay, I do need to change this part or whatever, blah blah blah, and sent it to you and all that, and I mean,
And
you
then
was
he was at the
right.
game like, did you see my
Chill, yo. Chill.
did you see it? I changed it, trying to
Eh,
get some brownie points back.
whatever. Oh, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, I just was like, yo, and because I didn't want it to keep going, type of thing. Whereas before, just be like, yeah, whatever,
I
bro.
know,
Like,
right?
it's all good. You can, yeah. I don't.
Like before this, in our first relationship, if this situation would have happened, you would have said it is what it is, and you can go to the game by yourself, and you wouldn't have went to the game being the person that you were before. So I'm thankful that you're different, and you still decided, okay, I'm gonna go to the game, and I had a good time.
Yeah.
So
So, but now though, but the thing that I think about though is like, all right, so is is ending the relationship. I mean, it probably you won't. Well, I guess this is my mindset. I'll say it though. So is ending the relationship or breaking up, or is this situation worth a disagreement over email? You know, and the answer is no.
all right,
So why keep it going?
right,
Because
right.
it's like because literally all it was yo, what you think about this? Nah, I'm not gonna change it. Well, you ain't gotta ask me. Well, I
Look,
won't
look at the
ask you.
head moving.
And that's, yeah, you be like that for real. Like, you was literally You know, when I tell stories, I just keep it basic, like what was
Well,
said.
I'm
You be
extra.
like, yeah. But you was like, well, you ain't gotta ask me no more then. And I was like, well, I won't ask you then. It's fine, you know. So but that's my thinking though. Like, is this argument or whatever worth the relationship? So I'm always trying to be like, all right, you know, it's not, you know, let me analyze what was going on and all that type of stuff and say, yo, you know, hey babe, it's all good. You know, and I'm straightforward, you know, I say what I gotta say and you more whatever is said, it rattles around in your head and you attach whatever you feel into it and spit it back out. You know,
Right.
the whole butter thing.
I knew you was gonna talk about the
Yo,
butter thing.
the whole butter thing. That was not called for. Like,
It
bro,
was
it
called
wasn't.
for.
All I said, this is what I said. America, this is what I said. I said, for the record, uh, what was it? Don't buy margarine or I
No,
like butter.
for the record, we use
Okay, real butter. Cause I cook with weird. Cause who's the best cook out of this relationship? I am. Thank you. So you had some butter, some spread or
I had
something like
some
that.
bonnet
Yo,
butter.
like
I
yo,
got some
I was
bonnet
cooking
butter.
with that. I'm like, yo, what is this? You know. So if you don't know what I supposed to do, just let you keep buying bonnet, you
Well,
know, and not
but
liking
that's
it.
the
I mean,
thing. I've been
so
buying it and you hadn't said anything,
you
but it
know,
was
no.
never. Yeah, I
When
have.
I can't remember the last.
I don't know when the last time I bought butter, but I
Yeah,
have bought it.
okay.
But my thing is, it wasn't. It was the way you said it. For the record,
I did say it like that.
America. He said, for the record, we
Okay,
use
all I
butter.
said
We
was
use butter around here.
for the record.
See, he didn't have to say for the record.
See, also your thing is I
It's
said
the for
for
the
the record.
record. Yes, that's what threw the whole thing off. For the record, like take note. We use butter
Exactly.
around
That's
here.
what I need you
No,
to
all you
do.
had to say is, babe, when you go to the store next time, just get real butter. That's all you had to say. You didn't say for the record.
And that, but for the record, it's not like a
I
million.
mean, to me,
Okay, so that's what I said. I was like, all right,
and
so
I asked other people about that, and they were like, "Yeah, I would have been offended too." You know, for the record.
Whatever. Those
America
people,
weigh in.
yeah.
How would you feel?
Okay, yeah. In the comments, would that offend you if you were, you know, if your significant other came and said that? Like, I literally didn't mean nothing by it. It was like I'm just like, yo, for the record, we use real butter or buy real, whatever
And
I said.
I simply just said, and for the record, you can buy it yourself.
You got funky. You got super funky. I was like, yo, what is you like? I'm like, okay. I'm like, bro, I can't cook with this. Like, that's all I'm trying to tell you.
And
Like,
I'm just being, I'm just replying.
if I can't, you know, if I don't say it, that's my whole thing. Like, I don't go through like if I don't like something or whatever, I'm not just gonna go through and just be like, okay, you know, she bought butter, or she bought this spread, and I'm not gonna say nothing. But to your credit, like you were saying, I could have said it a different way
Yeah, you
because
just could have said it a different
of
way.
how you
You
view
already know
things.
how I view things.
So I'm like, one thing. This is my thing. This is my thing now. This is what I found out. Long as I put babe in front of it,
He's good.
I'm good to go. I
Right.
just be like, all right, babe, you know, blah
For the
blah blah.
record, if he would have said, "Hey, babe," for the record, I would have felt a different kind of way. But he started for the record, and
Yeah,
I'm
see,
like, for
and I
the
don't
record.
even move my head like that or nothing. So I know,
I mean, you
that
just
ain't.
know when you say for the record, that for the record,
But you know,
I'm not washing your clothes anymore. I mean, you get what I'm saying? That's like
and then
smart.
what I say, if you told me that, I just well, I wash my own clothes.
See,
I was washing them before you.
right? You would have got an attitude right back.
So
And I would, I could have been mean in a nice way. For the
yeah.
record, babe, I'm not gonna be washing your clothes anymore.
That's hey.
And you would have said, I was washing them before you.
And it wouldn't see, but the thing is, it don't even be. It don't even be no. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. And so my point to that was like, you know, I will answer a question. You ask me. I'll give you my feedback. And it's just simple.
Right.
Like I tell you how I feel. You know. And I tell you this all the time. Like just understand whatever I'm saying is coming from a good place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't take it a certain way. Everything that I'm saying is coming from a good place. Always have that be the first thing that you think about with whatever I say. You know, I'm not, you know, um, you always, got some kind of makeup on your face or something.
Right.
I'm like, yo, let me,
Quality control.
quality, yeah, as we call it, quality control. I got to make sure she's straight when she leave out the house and everything. So yeah, we like when we was at the restaurant, he was like, she don't love him.
No, he had cheese sauce all over his face. I'm like, she don't love him. He on the phone talking with his stuff dripping. I'm like, she don't love him.
So
because he
but
always take care of me.
so yeah. So, but that's the thing, though. So, so just knowing that it comes from a good place.